the metal planet of the metal simulant life forms, the aliens of Metaltech nature that evolved from metal siliconates, are trying to save themselves from destruction because they are rusting away when exposed to organic rocks like purple foam rock or green or lime lights. They tend to fade away and rust to dust. A foot of dust on the ground like the moon. They're not there anymore. They're the old moon people. They've gone. But we have found where they came from. Came from Aracon. And there they are. And they're trying to convert humans to their form. How will they save themselves? So humans have to adapt their DNA and their genetics to accept those sorts of metal halides. And it's important that we do have now technology of dicastamine and metforminate and other such similar over-the-counter pills and injections like Perinone, also another metal halide assistant medicine. These are real things in mental health. And with this technology, they can save these alien metal life forms that all obviously have something to do indirectly with common schizophrenia and bipolar conditions. So we have now cured them and saved the alien species in Anacron, and we can now move on to the 25th century. It's like the DNA of the human sequence has been converted into halides and amides and other such semi-metallized silicon components. It's like carbon life form is now going metal carbonide. The DNA and is able to replicate and reproduce like DNA normally does into a human growing life form. We are still humans, but we're evolving. Metals are useful for the bones, the teeth, and for genetics, for immune systems, blood systems. Always need minerals, multivitamins, which is a lot more. This is on the dicastamine, the dimetformin, dimetachlorate, the fluorescein, things like that, including antidepressants, which are another halide, metallized, with a salt to it. Salt's not the only thing. We exceeded the salt many years ago. Sodium chloride is no longer used, not even monochloride, only in case of emergencies. Use sodium phosphorate, I believe, sodium chlorophosphorate, or something a bit more complicated than that with a CH2 on it. And in fact, sources are very complicated. They contain a metal product, a nitrogen as well, and yes, carbon, like NOS, that's a common metal assistant for oxidizing and annealing the atoms of these things. You can see that the humans are changing into a semi-carbon metal life form. To anticipate this will continue to happen. Will they turn into a face of silver? It's only yet to be seen. We've seen such a thing. Check the beards. That's not white. It's silver. You're going silver. You can stand up there levitating like that. You must be magical. Yes. Just continuing the discussion, there is a counter-side to all this metallization of organic tissue. That is that the lungs usually require oxygen and carbon dioxide, and metals, including metal gases, will inhibit breathing and air exchange. It goes much deeper than that. These light metals and halides essentially permeate the tissue of the light lungs and block the oxygenation cells, change it into a form that no longer is able to respirate, and that actually could lead to death. As I anticipated this, like David may have passed away like this, a heavy metal welder of metal industry, mainly brass and metal, yes, and we're obviously trying to collect something for his fund. Poor guy, died of metal exposure. Just because of that, he could not cure the autistic disability of employment. Come off.